Sometimes, the most beautiful houses hide the ugliest pain. Leaving isn't weakness, it's courage. And no matter how many years you've lost to fear, it's never too late to choose peace over perfection. The house that wasn't a home. For 25 years, Mira lived in a house that everyone envied. It had spotless white walls, perfect furniture, and a garden that looked like it was clipped by angels. To the world, it was a dream home. But to Mira, it was a museum of silence, a place where she was only allowed to breathe quietly. Her husband, Rajiv, was charming to everyone outside, polite, respected, and adored by neighbors. But inside those walls, he was a man obsessed with control. Every cushion had to be straight, every glass had to shine, and every sound had to be his. If Mira misplaced the remote, he'd explode. If the towel wasn't folded his way, he'd go silent for days. If she spoke when he didn't want her to, he'd slam doors and say, "You never do anything right." For years, Mira told herself it wasn't abuse, just a difficult marriage. She smiled at family gatherings, hid the truth from her children, and convinced herself that this was love. But love doesn't make you afraid to breathe in your own home. Her children learned to stay in their rooms, avoiding the storms that erupted from the smallest mistakes. At night, when Rajiv was asleep, Mira would sit by the window and whisper to herself, "Maybe tomorrow he'll change." But tomorrow never came. Then one morning, after a night of endless shouting because she had accidentally left a cup on the table, Mira looked at her reflection, tired eyes, trembling hands, a face she barely recognized. And something inside her snapped. She packed a small bag, kissed her children goodbye, and walked out the door without looking back. For the first time in 25 years, she heard something she hadn't heard in decades, silence that didn't hurt. The divorce was final on June 5, 2025. No flowers, no friends, no tears, just freedom. She rented a small apartment, bought plants that didn't have to be perfect, and let her children visit without fear. At night, she cooked dinner and laughed again. Even if it wasn't much, it was hers.